Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sell Your Market, where we give you the platform to scale to new heights. So, on today's program, we have a special guest who is a pinnacle in the business world, and we'll be letting him introduce himself to us. All right, sir, please, can you introduce yourself to us?
Okay, thank you very much. Hello, everyone. My name is Engineer Ejikeze. I'm a software engineer, business specialist, and then also I'm the COO of Potto.
Wow, that's a full portfolio right there. All right, so we'll have a few questions for you. I know you will not mind answering, and we just want to know everything about you. So you're just free to be sincere, and we are talking to ourselves here.
Okay.
All right, so my first question is, what can you tell us about your business?
Okay. Potto, I have quite some number of businesses, but I'll start with Potto. Potto.ng is a child safety, child tracking management solution tailored to everything safety about children in school. I'm talking about ranging from kindergarten to crèche to primary schools, secondary education. So basically school of lower learning. So what Potto is solving in schools is child monitoring. We want to be able to give parents and schools relaxation, security confidence, security assurance basically while you are at home and your children are in school. So we created a product, a software product that manages child tracking and child monitoring.
Wow.
So that's basically what Potto, at the core of Potto, that's what Potto is doing. We have other added packages like payment solutions and cashless systems in school and e-commerce and all of that. But at the heart of Potto, what we're doing is basically security of your child in school.
That is so wonderful. That is seriously a very huge issue to solve in today's country, because everywhere is not safe anymore. You can't even send your children out to school and have faith that these people are going to come back home and come back in one piece. So I'm actually impressed by that.
Well, thank you very much.
All right. So another question for you is, what can you say is the most unconventional thing you've done to ensure that your business is successful? And by unconventional, I mean something so weird and random that you've done in the course of business that made your business be successful.
Okay. I think for me, I don't think there is any exceptional thing that I, as a person, has done in particular. Prior to building Potto, we've had other businesses that we tried and then they failed. So I have come from the trial and error perspective. I've tested the market, I've learned something. So before building Potto with my team, we've had some knowledge, you understand? So, and then everything that I think we've done, for me, they expected. If you want to succeed in business, I think these things are actually expected. So we have pressed on, we've been consistent, even through the hard times. We had Potto version 1, which I would not say failed woefully, but it led to Potto version 2, you understand? And then we had this moment where we deployed in schools, and then one of the principals of the school came out and bluntly told us to our face that this is a mess, you understand? So from his own perspective, it was a mess. It was just a particular issue that he encountered. But as a client, his own submission was that the application is a mess. You understand? So, and it almost broke us, but we just kept pushing. So I don't think it's anything unconventional, if you ask me. I just think we know the business, and then we're just very persistent that we'll get the result we're looking for.
That's a very triggering story for many businesses, because I know how many people encounter clients that, as much as they say customers are always right, it is just painful to have to accept everything they tell you about your business, especially when you have your own faith in the business. So it's really, that one really got to me.
Yeah.
Yes. So, all right. So the next question I have here is, What marketing mistakes do you see entrepreneurs make in today's society that is costing them business success?
Okay, I think I would say spreading your marketing way too wide while you're starting off. Okay, I learned over the years that you have to gradually scale. A lot of entrepreneurs, especially when you already have what you think is a finished product or at least your version one, you want to quickly, market wide. You want to just market in all the states. You want to push this thing so quickly and all of that. And then you have a lot of people jumping into the product if it is a good product. But at the same time, because you've not truly tested the product very well, fixed errors, solved issues, operation is difficult. So you've not really handled operations on a small scale, and then you're having these issues on a large scale. You start to have a lot of churn rates. People who are already jumping into your product are also jumping out quickly. And that is a very big business problem, because it's very difficult to call a customer back who has tested your product and then gave a wrong review, a very bad review of the product. So I think a lot of young entrepreneurs these days, they just want to quickly scale. You have a product, you're very excited about it, and then you think, oh, this is a nice product, therefore you have to just get it to the arms of the customers everywhere around the state, around the world. Yes, I think that's a big problem, and then we'll answer that over the years painfully.
Yeah, I can relate to that, because it's like when the consumers take these products and use them and discover the faults by themselves, they spread the news like wildfire. Yes, you don't even get the chance to recover and say, okay, I'm sorry, I can fix this problem. It won't take so much. Before you know it, they have told their best friend, and their best friend has told their mom, and their mom has told, and nobody wants to buy anything from you again. So that one is a really, really costly mistake. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
All right. So the next question is, what can you say is the quickest way to get rich?
Whoa. Is there a quick way to get rich?
I mean, most people believe that.
Scamming people. Okay, for me, I think tech. If you ask me, the word quickest is relative. So quick could be 1 year, 2 years could be quick relatively. A day could be quick, I don't know. But if you ask me, I would say anything tech. The world is a small place now with technology, you understand? So tech is so powerful that you can create a product now, and then in a matter of a month, you have people using your product and you're making sales and all of that. So for me, I think it's a good one, a good quick way to get rich. But I don't believe in any get rich quick scheme, because it takes a lot of training, a lot of discipline and all of that to create wealth. So if you're looking on a longer run, I think you have to deepen within yourself the concept of delayed gratification. You have to allow it to trickle in time and all of that. But if you talk about getting rich quickly, I would say IT or tech.
Yeah, the reason for this question is because most people just want to, be making 40K grand dollars of millions of money in just less than 1 year, 2 years, and everybody always thinks that if they just start like this today, then tomorrow everything should just be, automatically better. So that's the reason for this question. I said, let's know from an expert, what is the fastest way? Let's see how we can maneuver and, make it. Well, thank you very much. So for the listeners, anybody that wants to get rich quick, go into the tech industry. I do not think about tech particularly, but I guess I've found my way now. All right, so our next question is, do you think that there is a direct connection to social media activity and increased traction for growth in business?
Of course. I think there's a popular saying, if your business is not online, you're out of business. It cannot be overemphasized the role social media plays. Just look at, you have all these young these social media influencers and all of those making a lot of money by just catching crews and having fun online. If you don't bring your business online, you're really swimming against the tide, and that's going to make you, if at all you're going to go, you'll be going super slowly. You understand? Because online, the world becomes really small. You have access to a lot of people at once. So if you really want to succeed, you just have to get your business online. So social media plays a lot of role in actually scaling businesses and becoming very successful.
Yeah. Thank you for that. And I believe that's true, actually, because in today's world, most of your customer base or clientele base will come from online. It won't be just your friend who referred a friend who referred a friend. People will see your posts, your videos, and they will want to, okay, let me try this product. Let me venture into this particular thing or the other. So that particular thing I agree with. Okay. All right, so another question for you. I hope the questions are not too many.
No, it's okay.
All right.
It's all good.
Okay.
I'm ready. I'm waiting for more questions. Yeah.
Okay, so tell us your worst business moments ever.
Worst business moments ever. Well, because of the kind of mindset I have towards business, I have this mindset of whatever comes as an obstacle is just part of the struggle. So I don't really see anything as way too bad, you understand, for me to, like I just gave you an instance where a principal, and for me, it was just a little minor thing that could have been fixed. But he came, and in fact, it was even somebody whom we made the patron of the business who made that statement. You understand? So it was a heavy blow on us and all of that. But aside that, I think every issue that has come while trying to push both Potto and other businesses that I'm involved, because I've done quite some number of businesses and then still doing some businesses. I think I've not had any very bad moment for me to say my worst moment ever. You understand? But I've actually experienced some difficult times. But for me, it's part of the game. I just keep pushing, keep beating hard. Yes.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So another question for you. This one is quite, I don't know if it's quite sensitive, but let's just ask it. Okay. So tell us your darkest business secrets. That thing that seems wrong, but you do it in your business that has made it a success
Something
so
that
far.
seems wrong.
It is, yes. I know people that do that.
If it's a secret, if I tell you now, it will not be a secret anymore.
We want to expose you. That's the point.
Okay. For me, I have. There's a strategy. It's a strategy, I would say. It's not really a secret. I learned from Richard Branson of Virgin's Atlantis or something. What's the name of his company again? So I learned from him something about. It's more like faking until you make it, fake it until you make it. So it's not like it's a secret per se. But for me, the way I do business, I have this thing about always claiming I am there when I'm not there to get there. I did it when I was starting off. You understand? Did it in the early stages of my previous businesses, and then now Potto also until you get a footing. But it's part of what always helped me. Well, I made a lot of bold claims while starting out, but always made sure that any claims I am making is actually something I can achieve. You understand? So if I claim I'm going to be able to close off a deal, and have closed off deals in the past, even though they may not be true, and then you actually give me the task of closing this deal, I know I am capable of making all the researches, all the moves, and all of that to close the deal. So I would just say I used to be very big in just faking it. You understand? Well, not anymore. But I to some extent, I still fake a few things. Not really, but we are making it.
Okay, we're making it. We're still faking it.
Yeah, we are still faking it, and we're still making it.
All right, no problem. So I think we have one more question for you.
Okay,
we want to know. Tell us one event that happened in the course of your business that made you think that this is a miracle. Like it was something so out of the ordinary that you guys didn't plan for it, or it wasn't something that you arranged for, but it happened and it took your business to the next level.
Personally, I'm not so big in miracles. You understand? Personally, but I believe in luck somehow. But I have had more failures than successes. So I would not say I have really experienced any particular moment in my business time that I would say, oh, this is a miracle. Why? Because prior to any moment, I think we've put in a lot of work. I actually feel that we've not even really experienced just the normal expectation of the amount of work we're putting in. Not to talk of experiencing a miracle, because we're still very far from where we want to be, and we're still pushing real hard, you understand? So I would not say I've experienced any moment would be like, wow, I know we did not deserve this and then this happened. I wouldn't really say I've experienced that personally. Yeah, I would say I'm not, it's not like we're saying we work the most, but for the most things that has happened in our business and still happening for now, I think we actually are putting way a lot of work in the background to be like, okay, this is expected. So nothing really comes as a shock. We don't have the success that will be like, wow, this is shocking. We did not put in the amount of work to have this, achievements and all of that. So basically, we think for whatever comes, we actually are putting the work. So I personally have not experienced what I would call a miracle.
Okay, but this is just a plus question, it's a personal question. Yeah. So do you think it's impossible for a business to experience that kind of miracle that would just make them...
I don't think there's a lucky moment. I think every business has a lucky moment. I strongly believe that's if you're persistent and consistent in business, you keep pushing. There's almost always one moment where something happens. Either a client comes that will be the rock of, the shoot up in your business and all of that. There's always this moment, or you meet, like I have met some awesome people that I know somehow. It's not like I arranged for the meeting and all of that, like an investor in the past and all of that, which I would just call luck. But I also believe it's because you are in the process, you are available for that kind of luck to happen.
Yeah, so the opportunity just met you where you were.
Somehow. So people just think, okay, you're working and then you're not available, and then something would just magically happen one time and then success will start to happen. I don't believe that. I believe, like one man said, that 90% of success is showing up. So once you are persistent, you're consistent, and you're available, luck somehow comes at some point. So I believe that, yeah. Maybe I have not been lucky to say this is the lucky moment in our business.
Yes.
Just maybe, but I know luck comes at some point.
That is actually very beautiful and inspiring. Thank you so much for accepting to the interview. Thank you for coming to our studio and joining us. We appreciate it so much.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.